Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks so much for joining me here on this beautiful Wednesday crisp evening. At least it's the evening here in the UK. It's great to have you guys here, as always. Thanks so much for joining me here as we dive back into the Wizarding world for some more fun news topics and possibly a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. We'll see how we go. Maybe a bit of Hogwarts Legacy. Just going to mute my tablet 1 second. Yeah, so we may play a bit of Hogwarts Legacy, guys. We'll see how we go on the time management. I want to run about an hour today, if that's okay. But after our news topics, we'll definitely, if we've got time, we will play a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. Like I say, there's still some exploring I need to do. I have now completed the game. But like I say, there's still some exploration to be done. So we have Yanis, we have T. Seri, I'm not sure how you say that name. We have Flamingos, we have Kimmy who's just popped up. So it's great to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here as always. We've got Emma in there, we've got Core as well. Great to see you guys. We've got Scotty, of course, as well. So again, great to have some of the regulars here as always. Thanks so much for joining here. I hope you've all had a fantastic week so far as well. You know, it's midweek, so, you know, time to take a breath, you know, sort of work out what's going on with the rest of the week, you know, have a bit of a break and then power through to the weekend. And hopefully you guys will have a fantastic weekend. We've got Wyatt here as well. So Core, Scotty, Kimmy, Wyatt, some other people, Flamingo, like I was saying, and some others as well. Great to have you guys here. Yeah, so tonight we're going to be talking about a variety of different topics, actually. The first topic, we're going to be talking about the Butterbeer waffle that's being sold in different theme parks throughout the US at a different price point. But, you know, should people feel angry that the same item is being charged at two different prices? The same product is being charged at two different prices, you know, for two sets of customers. Should people be annoyed about that? You know, that's up for debate. Also, we're going to be talking about a new event that's coming to the Harry Potter Studio Tour in London to do with the 25th anniversary of the Philosopher's Stone. So that's going to be exciting as well if you're planning on going back to the studio tour. And of course, we're going to be talking about a brand new Harry Potter flagship store that's coming to Oxford Street in London, which is going to be amazing. It's got 2 floors, so it's going to be absolutely ginormous. And if it's any indication that it's... we should be good. My internet said reconnecting. We should be okay now. Let me know if there's any problems with the internet here, guys. It should be okay at the moment, though. So, yeah, let's dive into our first topic here. And let's start talking about the Butterbeer waffle, because it's Butterbeer season coming up soon. And, again, the same product being sold at different price ranges, depending on which park you visit. Should people be annoyed about this? Let's dive in, and let's have a conversation about it here. Okay, let's dive into this topic. Joining me, as always, we're going to be diving back into the Wisdom world, and we're going to be covering this story here, talking about what's going on with the upcoming Butterbeer season. Well, it looks like Universal are charging different amounts for the same Butterbeer products in different places at their different locations, and I can understand why this would get some people's backs up. I mean, if you're paying for the same product or the same service, but you're being charged 2 different amounts, you know, for 2 sets of customers in 2 different locations, I can understand why that seems unfair, but it all comes down to supply and demand, you know, business rates, the location, the costs involved, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, regardless of all that, let's jump into this article. Let's talk a bit about the Butterbeer season, and we'll talk a bit about these price discrepancies between the locations and what they're selling and how much they're selling it for. So this article here comes to us from DisneyDining.com. So Universal slaps 50% price jump on full Harry Potter experience. So Butterbeer season is back at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, running March 1st through May the 31st at Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Studios Hollywood. And the signature new item for 2025, they mean 2026, but they've accidentally typed 2025. And yes, this is the most up-to-date article, guys, because you can see here, this article was written on March the 3rd, 2026. So when they say new signature item for 2025, I'm pretty sure they mean 2026, is the Butterbeer waffle. It is available at both parks. It is the same event, the same item, and the same seasonal celebration timed to the 25th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So I just want to reiterate that point, guys. So it's available at both parks, so Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood. It's the same event, selling the same item, the same seasonable celebration. So it's absolutely the same product, but they are selling it for two different prices. So again, I can see why people, why are you charging me more money, but someone on, someone somewhere else is getting it cheaper? I have to pay X amount, they get it for cheaper. Why is that fair when we're buying the exact same item? And again, it all comes down to the costs involved, the location, the supply and demand. I mean, there's so much that factors in, to business costs and how much they can charge for things and all that kind of stuff. So, it costs $19.99 at Universal Orlando and $12.99 at Universal Studios Hollywood. So that's a pretty significant price difference. It's not like, we're not talking like $1 or $2 here. We're talking $19.99, or if you want to be pedantic, $20 at Universal Orlando, and then we're pretty much talking $13 at Universal Studios Hollywood. So there's kind of like a $7 difference in price, which is pretty significant. That's almost like a third of the price difference. And again, I can understand why people, would be a bit annoyed about that. So that's a $7 difference on a single food item, and it runs in the opposite direction from what most theme park visitors would expect. California is generally more expensive than Florida for comparable goods and experiences. Universal Studios Hollywood historically prices at a premium relative to Universal Orlando. The Butterbeer waffle breaks that pattern in a way that is specific enough to worth examining before you plan your spring Wizarding World visit. So this is where people on Twitter started posting up about this, not necessarily complaining, but kind of pointing out, the vast kind of price difference here in the same item. So let's go over to Twitter here. So this comes to us from Dax. A huge price difference in the Butterbeer waffle between Orlando and Hollywood, $19.99 in Orlando, and again $12.99 in Hollywood. They say, that's weird, right? Usually things are more expensive in Hollywood. And if we click on these pictures here, you can see you've got this one here, which is from California. So Butterbeer waffle, $19.99. Waffle served with butterbeer syrup, butterbeer cream, butter barrel, and fresh strawberries. And by the way, that sounds so incredibly good. Like, I really need to get one of those. So that's the California version. Then we have the Orlando version, which is $12.99. So again, there's like, a 33% reduction in price if you're in Orlando. So landing over here back on the article. And by the way, guys, I do want to say, right, there's this kind of brand of pub in my local hometown, right? And it's kind of like a chain of pubs, but it's owned by the same company, right? So we have one pub kind of down in the town center. Then you kind of go up this hill onto the edge of the town, right? And they sell the same drinks at different prices, one in the town and one outside of the town. So it's very much like this as well. Supply and demand, the business rates, how much it costs them to, purchase the products in different locations. So it's not something new. I mean, this is something that's happened for years. It's also like when I get on the bus, right? If I pay with physical cash, it costs me more to buy the same ticket for the same destination, the same length of journey. They charge me more if I pay with cash rather than if I pay with card. So, again, companies charging different amounts for the same product in different places. It's just an example of two different things there that I thought about. Okay, let's keep going here. So trying to understand the gap. Okay, Universal has not publicly explained the price discrepancy, which leaves guests drawing their own conclusions from what they know about how the two parks operate. The most compelling structural explanation involves the dining context in each location. So at Universal Orlando, the Butterbeer waffle is being served at the Three Broomsticks in Hogsmeade and the Leaky Cauldron in Diagon Alley. Both are large, fully staffed, immersive dining experiences. The Three Broomsticks in particular is one of the most elaborately realized dining halls in any theme park. A high-ceiling, heavily themed sit-down space that requires significant staffing, upkeep, and operational overhead to run. Pricing at table service adjacent locations reflects those costs, and a $19.99 for a signature seasonal item in that context is not unusual by theme park dining standards. If Universal Studios Hollywood is serving the Butterbeer waffle at a walk-up or quicker service format, the cost structure is meaningfully different. Lower overhead, smaller footprint, faster throughput, all of these factors compress what the park needs to charge to maintain the margins. Yeah, so in other words, if you've got a sit-down dining experience, you're not getting as many people buying stuff as quickly because people are eating, they're sitting down, they're taking their time, they're sitting with family, they're buying a product, and they're kind of lingering around, so to speak. Whereas over in where it says in Hollywood, if you're getting people that are buying something and moving, they're buying something and moving. You know, your queue is quickly moving, and it's not a sit-down dining experience. You've got more throughput customers. You've got more footfall. You can charge a lower price because you've got more frequency of customers, basically. So you're charging smaller price, but you're selling more quantity. Whereas it sounds like in Orlando, the quantity is not as much, but they're selling, you know, at a higher price to make up for that loss. So, you know, not as much quantity in Orlando, but a bigger price. Whereas in California, they're getting more customers quickly, but they're not charging as a higher price because they're selling more, if that makes sense. Okay, so that would explain some of the gap. Whether it explains all $7 of it is a fair question, and without a statement from Universal, the pricing remains unexplained on its face. What is clear is that the same promotional item, marketed under the same Butterbeer seasonal banner, at the point in the event calendar carries a significant different price tag depending on which coast you are visiting. For guests who planned a Wizarding World trip specifically around the Butterbeer waffle, knowing this before you book is genuinely useful information. I love that so much. For guests who planned a Wizarding World trip specifically around the Butterbeer waffle. Do people actually do that? Like, wouldn't your main reason to be, you know, just to be part of the Wizarding World and to experience the atmosphere, it wouldn't be like, oh, we're going to plan a trip because we want that waffle. You know, the waffle is the whole reason why we're going there. The Butterbeer waffle. We're going to plan our entire vacation around the Butterbeer waffle. I mean, if people do that, fair play to them. You know, I'm not putting that down. But, you know, do people actually sit around and be like, the Butterbeer waffle, we need to plan a trip just so we can get the Butterbeer waffle? But there we go, guys. So that's just kind of a small story there that I kind of just wanted to dive into. I know it's not like mind-breaking news, but the fact that they're selling the same product in different locations at a different price and people have started catching on to this. And again, it's probably to do with business rates, the location, the footfall, the traffic, the amount that they sell, you know, the amount of customers they have. Different experiences in different locations, you know, need different price points. And that's most likely why they're doing this. But, you know, what do you guys think about this? Would you be annoyed to go to a theme park and pay, you know, if you were paying $20 for a Butterbeer waffle to find out that they were charging a lower amount for the exact same item you just bought in another location cheaper, would you be annoyed for that? Because people are buying the same product you just bought, but at a cheaper price. Would that annoy you? Or would you be okay and would you be understanding? Because so there we go, guys. What did you think about that? Just a fun little story there, talking about the Butterbeer season and the fact that, you know, from California to Orlando, how they're selling the same product at different prices. I can see how some people are kind of looking at that, like, why are you charging me more? Why are you not charging that person the same amount? I kind of see it on the surface when you don't think about it too much. It's kind of like, it's not fair to charge someone more money for the same product. But then when you factor in all the business end, I kind of guess it does make sense to a point. I mean, if you were running two shops and one of them cost twice as much, you'd have to charge more for your products in that location than you would in the other location. So I guess from a business perspective, they've got to do what they've got to do. And the thing is, more often than not, people are happy to pay for it. You know, they're out with their family for a day at a theme park. You know, they want to get something to eat. They're happy to pay a premium on you know, food-related items when they're in a theme park. People kind of go to theme parks and things like this. And, yeah. Kimmy, that's exactly what I was saying. During the middle of that video, when I said there's a pub on the inside of my town and a pub on the outside, up the hill, that's exactly what I was talking about, Wetherspoon. We have a Wetherspoon in our town centre. Then we have one, you walk about half a mile up the hill onto the town, on the edge of the town, and they sell beers and, like, you know, soft drinks and things like that. And the one on the outside of the town is cheaper than the one on the inside of the town. That's exactly what I was talking about, Kimmy. You've got it. You hit the nail on the head there. You know exactly where I'm coming from. And Maverick Star sends a couple of Harry Potter emojis. That's great. Using the members emojis. It's great to see those in the chat. So thank you for sending those, Maverick. Emma says everything has a different price according to place, as Kimmy says, also in the same city. Yeah, of course, because of business expenses. But the thing is, when you put this sort of thing on social media, you know, oh, this company charged me more money, even though they're charging people that, you know, it riles people up, and people don't think about what's going on, and people don't think about the business aspect. And I just thought it was a fun little story within the Wizarding world just to bring up and kind of have a point of discussion about, because it is interesting. It happens in other businesses, not just Harry Potter. So I just wanted to kind of get your guys' thoughts on what you kind of thought about that type of thing. It doesn't really bother me that much, I guess. I mean, at the end of the day, no one's forcing you to buy any of this stuff regardless. Like, when you go to a theme park, you don't have to buy a Butterbeer, you don't have to buy the food, nobody's making you buy it. So I guess at the end of the day, if you were disappointed with how much they're charging you for it, I mean, just don't buy it. No one's forcing you to. Even though, again, buying a Butterbeer is part of the experience, in my opinion. But again, no one's forcing you to buy it. So that's kind of neither here nor there, I guess. But yeah, a fun little topic there, guys. So up next, we're going to be talking about a 25th anniversary event that's taking place at the Harry Potter Studio Tour in London. It's all about the Philosopher's Stone, how they're going to redecorate the Great Hall, how they're going to do like, live demonstrations about Quidditch and all this kind of stuff. All in celebration of the 25th anniversary of the Philosopher's Stone. Can you believe it's been 25 years since that movie came out? It breaks my brain. It really, really does. Maverick Star says, do you think they will change Hogwarts set fully or keep some things from it? Are you talking about, do you think they will change the Hogwarts set? Are you talking about from the movies over to the series? Or are you talking about for the event that I was talking about? I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about there, Maverick. So just let me know. If you can specify a little bit more about what you were talking about, I do apologize. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. Kimmy says, need to book another trip to the studio tour. Absolutely. The movies to the series. Yeah, I mean, Maverick, I think they're going to change it. I think it's going to look different. I mean, based on like an interview that we read the other day, I believe it was from the guy who's playing Lucius Malfoy. He said that they've completely redesigned everything from scratch. That's what he said in an interview. The guy playing Lucius Malfoy. I can't remember the name of that actor, so do forgive me. But yeah, he said they've redesigned everything from scratch. So it's like, well, are they redesigning the Great Hall? And are they redesigning kind of like the library? You know, are they going to reposition things, make things look different? I mean, you know, is the color of the tables going to be different? Is the way the lanterns are positioned going to be different? You know, the floating candles, are they going to be, you know, higher or lower? You know, the lectern that Dumbledore stands from when he gives his speeches, I mean, is that going to look different? I mean, we just don't know. We just don't know how much is going to change, but it's going to be very, very interesting. In the first teaser trailer, or the first, you know, short teaser, whatever it is that they give us our first look at the series, it's going to be interesting to see how much they've kept and how much they've changed, because I think they will change up quite a lot, but there's some core designs that you kind of have to keep, you know, you have to keep somewhat similar to the movies and the books in some way. Core said, I think they're only keeping the Great Hall. Yeah, they probably will, but they will change certain aspects of it. You know, like I do think certain parts of it, they're not going to keep it exactly the same as the movies, because then it would just feel like you're watching the movies. So I do think they'll change it enough for it to be fresh, but not change it so much that it doesn't look like the Great Hall. Do you know what I mean? There's that fine line to kind of tread there. But anyway, guys, so with that down, let's move into our second topic, and let's talk about the 25th anniversary of the Philosopher's Stone and the event that's coming to the Harry Potter Studio Tour. And this is going to take place during my birthday month, so I'm very, very excited. I may just go there for my birthday. I'm not sure yet. But if I do go for my birthday, that means I also get to open the doors on the Great Hall as well, because at the beginning of the tour, they always say, is it anybody's birthday? And if you say yes, they let you come up to the front and you get to open the halls. You get to open the doors into the Great Hall if it's your birthday, and I've never done that, and I've always wanted to do that. So I will definitely maybe have to consider going on my birthday. I'll think about it though. Depends how much money I have. Okay, guys, so we're diving to the studio tour topic, and let's see what you guys think about this. Studio tour in London, I have to give it to them. They're really, really good at marketing their studio tour, right? I've literally just been over the last few weeks, and now I want to go back again because they're advertising a new event that's taking place here to mark the 25 years of Harry Potter since the Philosopher's Stone. And it's like they keep constantly coming up with reasons for people to go back and keep revisiting the studio tour. And again, they do a great job of really encouraging people, really marketing the hell out of this place. They make a lot of money from it. You know, fans love it. There's people that have been to this place 100 times over. And because there's new events constantly taking place, it's almost like a new experience each time you go. And again, they do a great job with this type of stuff. So let's dive in. We've got a new event here taking place, like I say, at this studio tour. So Warner Brothers Studio Tour Tour London marks 25 years of Harry Potter. And again, this comes to us from Wizarding World Direct. Okay, so from the 7th of May to the 7th of September, and by the way, this event falls squarely within my birthday as well. So it starts on the 7th of May. My birthday, for those of you who may want to know, you may not, I'm not sure, but my birthday is on the 18th of May. So my birthday falls straight into this event here, and I'm like, you know what? I may have to go there on my birthday. I may have to treat myself to a birthday visit. We'll see how it goes. Depends on my budget, but we'll have to work something out. So Warner Bros. Studio Tour London will mark a major milestone in cinematic history, the 25th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And by the way, we need to talk about this for a second. My brain almost malfunctions when it's when it says 25 years since the Philosopher's Stone. I'm just like, what, like, no, my brain refuses to accept that it's been 25 years. Like, like that amount of time, it's not fair. Time is moving too quickly. Someone slow it down. Whoever's in charge of it, just dial it back, yeah? So the special feature invites visitors to revisit the origins of the beloved film series through original props, authentic sets, and newly introduced experiences designed to highlight the craftsmanship behind the first installment. So it sounds like the event is going to take place obviously around the Philosopher's Stone, you know, kind of highlighting again the original props, the sets, and experiences designed about the craftsmanship behind that first Philosopher's Stone movie. So the return to where the magic began. The anniversary celebration focuses on the film that launched our favourite saga. As soon as the guests step into the original Great Hall set, they will find it transformed to reflect one of the story's most memorable moments, Gryffindor's House Cup victory at the end of Term Feast. So yeah, again, they're transforming the Great Hall. So it's like every time you go to one of these events, the Great Hall is decorated in a different way, and it feels like a different experience every time you go. Whether it's in Halloween, whether it's in Christmas, whether it's kind of like in the autumn, or whether it's, you know, in the summer, whenever you go, like they slightly kind of rearranged the Great Hall. I went during the, what was it called? The Magical Mischief? The Magical Mischief event, where they had the Weasley twins flying on brooms, and they had a bunch of fireworks like firing off in the Great Hall. By the way, check out that vlog if you haven't seen it, guys. So yeah, I went during the Magical Mischief event. I want to go back for the Christmas event, and I may go back for this event as well. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm definitely going to head up for the Christmas event this year as well. Okay, so they're going to be decorating in the Gryffindor's House Cup victory at the end of Term Feast. House banners in red and gold line the hall, while floating hats are suspended above long tables, recreating the triumphant atmosphere of Harry's first year at Hogwarts. So throughout the tour, visitors can encounter original props such as the Golden Snitch and step onto enduring sets, including the Hogwarts Express. The experience aims to immerse fans in the key scenes while showcasing the physical elements that brought the Wizarding world to life on the screen. And you can see there, they've got the Golden Snitch, Harry's first Golden Snitch. So again, it's going to have, like, it's probably going to have, like, displays set up about, you know, about Quidditch and Harry's first time playing Quidditch and capturing the Golden Snitch and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be really, really fun. So behind the scenes, sound and flight. A new live feature titled Secrets of Sound Effects will debut at the Backlot stage. The audio-visual presentation explores the art of Foley, the technique of creating and recording everyday sound effects in post-production, and demonstrates how audio design enhances the film's magical atmosphere. Elsewhere, the demonstration stage will spotlight the filmmaking techniques behind the saga's flying sequences. The original Quidditch polearm rig used during the production will be displayed, offering an insight into how the flying lessons in Quidditch matches were achieved. The presentation will explain the practical effects and technical innovations that establish the visual standard for flight throughout the series. That's really cool that they've got the original, you know, the original polearm rig that was used for the Quidditch scenes during the Philosopher's Stone. That's really cool to kind of see that. And for those of you who haven't been to the studio tour before, basically, the first kind of section you walk into is the Great Hall, and then when you walk out of the Great Hall, you kind of walk into this big area where they have all these different sets. They have like the Burrow, they have the Gryffindor common room, they have the Slytherin common room, and then kind of like right in the center of everything, they have a big stage, and they do like live demonstrations on this big stage. They kind of do it like every half an hour, where a couple of the team members come out and they do demonstrations of different things, and it looks like that's what they're going to be doing at this event. The demonstration on display will be the Quidditch, kind of showing the Quidditch and the making of that. So that's kind of really exciting. Revisiting the year's first challenges. So the studio tour will revisit the obstacles faced by Harry, Ron and Hermione during their first year at Hogwarts. Among the highlights is the paw mold of Fluffy, Hagrid's three-headed dog, restored by members of the original Creature Effects team. The mold will be exhibited alongside a self-playing harp used to send the creature to sleep in the film. Another iconic scene recreated for their anniversary is a life-size wizard chess game. Visitors will be able to see moving chess pieces and the original night on which Ron sacrifices himself. Not me, not Hermione, you. Okay. A new activity passport as well. Bear with me 1 second. So I thought, seeing as we're talking about a new activity passport, I thought I would show you guys my activity passport quickly. So this is the one that I got a couple of weeks ago when I went to the Harry Potter studio tour. You can see there, it's an orange passport. And for those of you who don't know anything about this, I'm just going to go off on a quick tangent. So basically, when you go to the Harry Potter studio tour in London, when you first, when you go to the cloakroom or when you kind of check in for your studio tour, you get given what's called an activity passport. And this is really, really fun. So not only are you walking around, you know, looking at the different sets and the props and all that kind of stuff, it also gives you a reason to, once you get to the end of the tour, to kind of go back into the tour and find all the locations to get stamps. And each kind of, you know, each kind of set that you go to has a different stamp. And you collect the stamps and you put your stamps, you can see here, inside this little circle. You put your stamp inside the little circle, and you have to collect all the stamps here. So you've got like platform 9 3/4, the Hogwarts Express there. You put your stamp here in the circle. Then when you go to the next section, you've got Gringotts Bank. You have your little kind of little stamp you put in the circle there, and so on and so on and so on for each location that you go to. Diagon Alley there as well. The stamp goes in there. I don't have any in this one, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's what the activity passport is. I thought I would just show you guys quickly for those of you who may not know what it actually is. So the newly updated activity passport will be available to visitors. The guide encourages you to search for specific supplies in Diagon Alley, with interactive shop window displays helping them check off each item along the way. So by combining original props, live demonstrations and interactive elements, the 25th anniversary celebration offers big, long-time Potterheads and new audiences a detailed look at the artistry behind Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. A quarter of a century after its release, I refuse to acknowledge that it's quarter of a century. Nope. The film's legacy continues not only on the screen, but within the very sets and props that first introduced audiences to the magic. And that's kind of where we are. So they're redecorating the Great Hall, you know, for the Wizard Cup feast. A new activity passport, new live demonstrations to do with live demonstrations on the stage to do with Quidditch. They've got new molds of Fluffy here. They've got the mold will exhibit alongside a self-playing harp, which is cool. So yeah, the golden snitch as well. So everything to do with the Philosopher's Stone, basically celebrating that. Really, really amazing. So I'm very, very tempted to go there again, but this time I'm not going on public transport. Public transport was an absolute nightmare for me to get there and back. I had to get multiple trains, multiple buses, and oh my god, it was an absolute nightmare. So next time I'm just driving my motorbike, you know, whatever. And it is what it is. And before you finish, I thought I would just show you guys this as well. I have my receipt there for my Butterbeer. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but yeah, there's my receipt for the Butterbeer. I'm just kind of proud of it. I've kept my receipt. It's just a memory of the day that I went. So I have my Butterbeer receipt there as well, along with my activity passport. And I am nerding out a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, so there we go, guys. So what do you think about that? You know, is this an event you may want to attend yourself? And what do you think about it in general? Is it worth another visit? And like me, they do a great job. Do you think they do a great job of kind of advertising this stuff? I think they absolutely do. They know that they're going to get people to come back and multiple revisits, giving you a reason to come back and kind of, you know, go through the tour again, so to speak. Multiple customers, multiple revenue streams, more money for them. And, you know, every time someone books a ticket, that's more investment being put back into it. And hopefully when the new HBO series, even though it's not going to be on HBO, I need to stop saying that. When the new Harry Potter series, excuse my mistake, when the new Harry Potter series comes out, they may add more additional exhibits with the new Harry Potter props and stuff as well. So I have to wait and see if that does in fact happen. But like I say, guys, jump in the live chat or down below and let me know what you think about this brand new sort of... Here we go, guys. That's some of the details there, and my camera has just gone off. Bear with me 1 second while I get this back up and running. Won't be but a moment. Technical glitches already. Okay, and we're going to go back to this, and we're going to go on this, and we're going to click on this, and hopefully that hasn't fixed it. Okay. Gonna go to that, And then I'm going to go... Okay, so that doesn't want to work. I'll be back in just a sec, guys. My camera is disappearing. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, if I take this out and then put that back in... Let's just hope... let's hope that this is going to work now. Okay. Without technical... Actually, the last few streams haven't been too bad when it comes to technical difficulties, I have to be honest. But yeah, I don't know, for some reason my camera has just kind of gone off there. So bear with me 1 second while I try to get this working again. Okay, hopefully this is going to work. Man, it's all going Pete Tong, as they say. I don't know how to get this camera back up now. Okay. Okay, guys. Just bear with me for a minute or two. I do apologize about this. No, it's not coming up. So, guys, what we'll do is we'll go straight into the next topic. And while we're on the next topic, the next topic is playing. I'll try to fix the webcam in the background. So, we're going to be talking about the Flagship store coming to Oxford Street in London. So, let's play this. And like I say, I'll try to fix my webcam in the background. Dive back into the Wizarding world. So, we're going to be talking about this really exciting story. I love this so much, guys. Whenever we expand the Wizarding world into the real world, it's just like, just sign me up. Just sign me up every time. So, this comes to us from Wizarding World Direct. First official Harry Potter flagship store to open on Oxford Street in 2026. So, this store is going to be opening in the heart of London in October. I will be going there as soon as this place opens. I will be doing a vlog on the channel for you guys towards the end of the year. So, make sure you do look out for that. But I am so excited to see what this shop is going to look like. I went to the Harry Potter shop in New York last January, and that shop was almost like a museum. Like, it's a shop, but there's so much amazing stuff in there. You could just walk around, and it's almost like you're kind of in a Harry Potter museum, just looking at all the merch, and everything. So when it comes to the Harry Potter studio tour, dive back into the Wizarding world. So we're going to be talking about this really exciting story. I love this so much, guys. Whenever we expand the Wizarding world into the real world, it's just like, just sign me up. Just sign me up every time. So, this comes to us from Wizarding World Direct. First official Harry Potter flagship store to open on Oxford Street in 2026. So, this store is going to be opening in the heart of London in October. I will be going there as soon as this place opens. I will be doing a vlog on the channel for you guys towards the end of the year. So, make sure you do look out for that. But I am so excited to see what this shop is going to look like. I went to the Harry Potter shop in New York last January, and that shop was almost like a museum. Like, it's a shop, but there's so much amazing stuff in there. You could just walk around, and it's almost like you're kind of in a Harry Potter museum, just looking at all the merch, and everything, like the displays, the way they put all the merchandising and the clothing, and just everything just looks so well, so well done. The quality is top notch. And some of the merch is a little bit pricey, but again, you know, it's official merchandise and the quality is always great. But obviously, when you want quality, you have to pay a little bit more for it. But you know, you get what you pay for sometimes. But anyway, so let's jump into the details and see what we can expect when this brand new shop on Oxford Street opens this year. So exciting news for witches, wizards, and muggles alike. The Wizarding world is expanding once again, and this time it's right in the heart of London. A brand new official Harry Potter flagship store is set to open in autumn of 2026 on the world famous Oxford Street. Marking a major milestone for fans in the UK, joining the beloved Harry Potter shop at King's Cross Station, this will become one of only 2 official Harry Potter retail destinations in the country. Yeah, I mean, that goes to show you with how kind of stringent they are with these shops. The fact that there's only 2 in the entire country, That's because, you know, they want to keep the quality high. They don't just want to let anybody kind of have the license to Harry Potter to sell Harry Potter merchandise. They don't want the quality to fade. So they've only got 2 of these kind of big shops that they're going to have in the country. But I mean, if this is anything like the one in New York that I went to, and I'll post up a few pictures here for you guys to see, actually, what the one in New York looked like. And it looked incredible. And if this is any indication as to what this inside of this shop is going to look like compared to the New York one that I went to, then man, we are in for a treat. And it's going to be absolutely stunning. And again, do stay tuned to the channel towards the end of the year. I will let you guys know way ahead of time that I will be visiting. I will be doing a vlog, and I hope you guys, I hope you guys get excited for that. So, a magical new landmark in central London. So, here's all the kind of nitty-gritty details that we need to get into here. So, the upcoming store will span an impressive 21,000 square feet across 2 floors at the Ribbon, 134 and 140 Oxford Street, designed as a fully immersive designed as a fully immersive wizarding emporium. That sentence there has just sold me. Like, I was sold before I even read this article. But listen to that. How cool does this sound? It's going to be designed as a fully immersive wizarding emporium. That is literally the coolest sentence I've ever heard. Like, that is just the coolest thing. The flagship promises far more than shelves of merchandise. Again, that's what I go back to with the New York store that I visited. It's not just merchandise. You think of it as a shop, you know, it's a retail shop, there's items to buy, but it's not. The inside of these shops are like museums as well. So this is what visitors can expect. Immersive interiors inspired by iconic locations from the books and films. Exclusive merchandise unavailable anywhere else. I kind of like that because that's what attracts people to the shop. You know, all this stuff we can now buy online. Most of the time I think to myself, what's the point in me going into town? What's the point in me going shopping anymore at a physical shop when everything that I can buy is just online? Why waste the petrol? Why waste my time, you know, on the bus when I can buy everything in a shop? But when they have exclusive merchandise that's only available in these shops, that's what attracts people to these shops, because there's merchandise you can't buy it online, you can't buy it any other store nationwide anywhere else. You have to actually physically get off your fat backside and you have to actually go to the shop to get the exclusive merchandise because you can't buy it anywhere else. And that is what draws people to these stores. And I think it's a great promotional way, you know, again, to get more people into the doors. So, interactive elements throughout the store, dedicated photo opportunities for fans. So it does sound like they are turning this into as much as a retail store. It's kind of like an attraction in and of itself. I don't think they're going to be charging people to go into the shop. I mean, if it's got interactive elements, dedicated photo opportunities. So they're going to be doing green screen photos, you know, like they do at the studio tour, where you can sit on the broom and they do like that interactive video on the green screen. They'll be doing that with like pictures and videos, so they can sell those to you. Interactive elements, so there'll probably be, you know, certain things you can interact with. There'll be like a statue of Voldemort. You press a button and he does something, or, you know, certain things move around the shop or whatever. But it does sound like an attraction as well as a retail store. So the goal, to make guests feel as though they've stepped directly into the Wizarding world. Absolutely. Give me that all day long, please. Carl Durant, the Senior Vice President of Worldwide Retail at Warner Brothers Discovery, teased what's to come. So he said this, quote, "Harry Potter is deeply rooted in British storytelling, and this gives fans an exciting new way to experience this magical world in the city that features so prominently in the stories. Offering a completely new retail experience for the Harry Potter fans which will delight and entertain is going to be very special." So expanding the global Wizarding retail experience, the Oxford Street Flagship joins a growing portfolio of Harry Potter retail experiences worldwide, including stores in New York City. That's the one that I was talking about that I went to last year. There's one in Chicago and there's one in Tokyo. So London already holds a special place in the hearts of Potterheads, as the city plays a central role in the story itself. From Diagon Alley's hidden entrance to Platform 9 3/4, beyond retail, the capital is home to the hugely popular Warner Brothers Studio Tour London. And by the way, for those of you who may be new to the channel or new to the stream, I'm just going to let you guys know once again, I did recently visit the making of Harry Potter, the Harry Potter Studio London tour. There's a whole series of vlogs up on the channel, 5 different videos where you guys can watch where I went through the entire tour. I filmed the entire thing, guys. If you are new here or you haven't seen it, do remember that's on the channel, guys, so you can go and watch it now if you want to. Well, don't watch it now, but watch it after the stream. That's what I mean. I'm just letting you know for anyone who's new here. So, which continues to attract visitors from around the globe. So, with the addition of this new Oxford Street location, London is further cementing its status as a must-visit destination for fans of The Boy Who Lived. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you guys who are watching right now. For you guys in the live chat or watching this after the stream, if you're not living in the UK or you've never been to the UK or England, guys, you absolutely have to come here. I mean, if you're a big Potterhead, just walking around London, it feels like you're inside the Wizarding World anyway, because there's so many parts of London that were obviously in the movies and in the books. But you know, you've got the London Studio Tour, you've got King's Cross Station, you've got other scenes which were filmed out in, filmed out in London. You've also got this big shop that's opening. So it's an absolute must destination for any Potterhead out there. So I do recommend coming to London, if you haven't been there before, and visiting if you're a big Harry Potter fan. So, opening in the autumn of 2026, the Harry Potter shop Oxford Street is scheduled to open in autumn 2026, while full details of the design and exclusive product lines are still under wraps. Anticipation is already building for what promises to be one of the most immersing Wizarding World retail experiences yet. So yeah, this shop is coming to us in October. So we've got a little bit of a wait yet, but that's okay. That's not a problem. You know, good things come to those who wait, so they say. I'm just really excited to see what this is. Man, I'm definitely going to get down there, definitely going to film it. So guys, you hear all this news here. Have you been to an official Harry Potter shop yourself? If you did go there, what was your experience like? Did you enjoy it? Did you think it needed improvement? You know, was it not as good as you thought it would be? And what are your thoughts about this as well? Is this somewhere you would visit? If you're here in the UK, are you going to be visiting the store once it opens at the end of the year? Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the chat or the live stream, guys. Would love to hear what you have to say about this story. Do you think about that? I mean, this sounds like a really exciting store. It's going to be like 2 stories high. It looks like it's going to be incredible. If it's anything like the New York store that I visited, I cannot wait to get down there and check it out and do some vlogs and all that great stuff. I mean, there's just more and more stuff all over the place. We've got the first Harry Potter official hotel coming in Germany. We've got this Oxford Street opening. We've got the Abu Dhabi theme park coming. I mean, it's just insane how much stuff is coming out in the next few years. It really, really is. So let's go back over to here, and we're going to fire up a bit of Hogwarts Legacy as well, guys. We'll definitely be visiting here too, says Kimmy. So many good things coming. Maverick Star says, this series is going to be filled with a lot of CGI. Almost all shots will have some CGI or VFX things. I don't know how they will pull off it every year. I hope they DNEG get behind CGI shots. Yeah, I mean, of course there's going to be a lot of CGI. I mean, of course there is. I mean, we're talking about the Wizarding World here. I mean, we're talking about, you know, a fictional universe of witches and wizards that doesn't exist. So, I mean, of course there's going to be CGI shots all over the place. I mean, that's completely understandable. But they are building practical sets. It's not all green screen. Obviously, we've had a look at the leaked set images, and a lot of the sets are practical, you know. So we know that, you know, a lot of the sets, again, are going to be practical. It's not all going to be, you know, fake on blue or green screens in the background. I'm sure there will be green screens used, of course. But obviously the set leaks, we've seen, you know, the practical parts of the sets that they're building, and it looks really, really good. What do you CGI? The magic is real. The magic is real. Exactly. They've got real witches and wizards. I mean, that's what the whole show is about. These are not actors. They're actually real witches and wizards. So the magic is real. As long as the magic's real in here, as long as it's real in here, it doesn't matter if it's real on the screen, guys. As long as it's real in your heart, that's all that matters. Okay, time for a bit of Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, so let's switch over to our other screen quickly. Let's go over to... Actually, bear with 1 second. So we're going to go over to here. We're going to grab that. We're going to capture this. And we're going to go on to here. Perfect. This is going to work. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. And then we're going to go back onto... Okay, fantastic. So we've got a bit of Hogwarts Legacy firing up here. And if we go back over to here, this should be working now. Perfect. There we go. Hogwarts Legacy. We got that one, or we want this one. That one doesn't work with my camera though. Let me just try and bring this up. Osmo Action 6. Change it to that. Go back down to here. Okay, that's much better. Okay, perfect. You need to make a new character with us. Do I really? What kind of new character should we go with then? You guys want to make a new character? We can make a new character. It's too dark. I think it's because it's just a dark screen, guys. That's all. So if we go onto the actual game here, it shouldn't be dark. You all got me concerned now. Yeah, it looks okay on my end, guys. You were saying it was too dark, but it looks okay on my end.
I wish there was something I could do to stand up to the headmaster. Likely best to keep my head down till I finish up here.
Yeah, I think it was just the loading screen there. It was just a dark loading screen. I think that's all it was. Oh, just going to move my camera a little bit there. Don't get distracted and make this newbie. What? Oh, you want me to make a new character? Okay, let me go back. Okay, guys, it's competition time. So, we're going to make a new character. Put your character name suggestions in the chat. The best name gets chosen. I'm not sure how I'm going to choose the best name, but regardless. Okay, let's go exit to main menu. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Kimmy says Ryan. Okay, you just want me to name it. You want me to be the character. Is that what you guys are getting at here? Okay, Witchcraft and Wizardry. We are pleased to inform you have been accepted to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on September the 1st. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you are aware, the decree of the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside of school. However, due to the unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously allowed Professor Elazar Fig to help you own your skills. Own your spells cast. I can't even talk today. Professor Fig to help you own your spell casting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term, feast, and the sorting hat ceremony. I just can't even talk. Okay, so we're going to start a game here. Okay, do we want male? Do we want female? I mean, how are we going here? I'm not really sure. I mean, the last character was a female. Maybe we go male this time. Yeah, let's go. I like this guy. This guy's kind of classically handsome, I guess. Or should we go with someone who looks really crazy? Okay, let's go with this guy. I like that one there. Yeah, I like this one. Do we want glasses? Not really a fan of glasses. Let's go to hair. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Why don't you base it off yourself? Yeah, I guess I can do that. Okay, okay, I'm gonna keep this guy, but I'll change the hair to make it look more like me then, I guess. What does my hair actually look like when I'm not wearing a hat? That's the question. Nah, it's not like that. That's too short. Probably like that. That's probably what my hair... That's probably the length of my hair at the moment. It's getting a bit longer, but I would say it's probably around about that. I definitely don't have purple hair. I would say my hair is kind of... I don't know. Maybe like a light brownish, maybe? It used to be ginger when I was younger. I would say something like that. That's Sebastian hair. We need a hair reveal. Okay, I will do that in the next stream. Kimmy, I will do that in the next stream, okay? No problems. I'll do that in the next stream, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. Scars. I want a scar on my face because I want to look cool. Scar on the chin, across the eye. Make sure to remind you. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will remind me. Let's go with a giant scar. That's pretty badass. I like that. So I'm going to go with that. And the eyebrows I'm just going to keep the same. I don't really care about that. Eye color is blue. I think he already has blue eyes, doesn't he? Yeah. I'm going to go with blue eyes. I think that will do. Yeah, I think that will be okay for now. Select your difficulty. I'm just going to go normal for now. Ryan Wizard's Rest. That's my name. Okay, normal. And then the voice.
It was wonderful. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I am very indeed a student, but I may be able to help you.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to worry about. Doesn't really sound like me.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. I guess that kind of sounds like me a little bit. Okay, let's go start journey. I think that'll do for now. I mean, we can always go to the barbershop. We can always go to the barbershop if we need to, so it's no big deal. What I might do is, before the next stream, I might download a load of mods, like loads of funny mods.
Ah, it appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me all the time.
Oh!
Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location...
I'm going to have a quick look on the internet now and see what kind of mods there are. Bear with me 1 second.
Than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Dramatic music much.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted
By
to
the way, thank
Hogwarts
you so much
late.
for sending in that super chat sticker, Gryffindor. $3. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for sending that in. That's really kind of you. Thank you for that support.
Asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Mr.
about
Osric is
Gryffindor.
prone to
Gryffindor has
flattery.
this like huge
I
crush
dare
on
say it's one of the
Sebastian.
reasons
I
he's
keep forgetting
risen
about
so
that.
far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant
What I need everyone to do,
And
after this
it
stream,
was
go
your
onto
wife,
Discord and
Eleazar,
everybody send a picture of
alerted me to his
Sebastian
activities
to
months
Gryffindor.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl,
Here comes the
but with
dragon.
no correspondence.
Get ready for the
I can only
dragon.
assume,
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from
They're about to
Ranrock.
get messed
I
up.
cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait!
You're gonna send who to Azkaban? Me? Ah! Dragon!
Hang on!
Whoa!
The key! Give me your hand!
Hell nah. No dragon for me, thanks.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Oh, press G to heal. Okay. Oh, it would help.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir,
Where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Collect the Wiggenwelds this time. I may just have to do that at some point.
Like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
I actually really enjoy this part of the game. I like this beginning bit.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
How rude.
Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
You guys are conspiring against me in the chat.
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Okay, guys, we've been going for about an hour now.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a
I shall say,
stronghold of
I say
that
more
ancient
polite. I
magic.
cuss like a sailor.
I don't know where she came into possession of
I
the
can
port
only
key,
imagine.
but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
I'm already ahead of you, Professor. You're getting old.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no
Cusses
different
like a
than
stevedore.
any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
I can't wait to play Hogwarts Legacy
Is
2,
that
man.
ice?
It's going to be so
It's
good.
not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing.
No
Focus
problem.
on the center.
Smash! Let's go.
Excellent. That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
The first time I was trying to jump into the water just to see if I could. How far did you get with that, Emma? How far did you get?
Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish this bit, guys, and then I'll finish off the stream. I'm getting a little bit tired now, so... Not like tired of you guys or tired of the game. I'm just tired in general. Like, I've been up quite early this morning, so... It takes a lot of time and effort to put together all the videos in the live stream, guys. You'll be surprised how much goes into editing all the videos and editing, you know, making the thumbnails and you know, scheduling it and putting in the tags and the titles and then the description and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot that goes into making live streams.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Anything out of place? Okay, we want to go around this way.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Let's take a look around here. Smash this pot. Because I don't like the pot. The pot was looking at me weird.
That crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Ooh, it's a pretty mirror. Figgy boy, where's Figgy Pudding? There he is. Figgy Pudding. Figgy Pudding. That kills me. Figgy Pudding.
Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
That could be a good name for your next character. What? Figgy Pudding? Now that's what Professor Fig is called. He's called Professor Figgy Pudding.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh.
What? Telling me to rename it? You just told me to name the character after myself, and now you want me to change it. You guys are really being troublemakers this evening. I don't know what's gotten into you guys, but you've turned into right troublemakers
Vault
today.
number 12, I presume.
Giving me lip in the chat.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
But you look like
This way,
Sebastian.
then.
Look like Sebastian.
Stay close.
Oh my god.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
You need a new name, a new hair, and a new face. Are you talking about me in real life, or are you talking about the character at this point? Which one are you talking about?
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
I'm watching you guys.
They are most
I'm watching you guys.
uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in.
See you later,
We've quite a
Gryffindor.
distance
Thanks so
to
much
go.
for being here. I'll see you later. Have a good day. I'm about to dip out in a minute as well. I'm pretty tired myself.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing. Like the glow you saw on the portkey container? No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Okay, we have arrived.
Here we are.
Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it for me, for tonight. I mean, we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes or so, and I think that's a good way to kind of end off the stream here. So it's been great to have you guys joining here, and even though some of you have been troublemakers, not talking about anyone in particular, you know, Kimmy, Gryffindor, yeah, so it's been a really nice stream. It's been great to have you guys here. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the topics, and Emma as well. Emma's been nice though. Emma's been nice, so I have to admit she's been nice. So you know, I'm not going to include her in the troublemakers. But yeah, it's been great, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope you've enjoyed the content and the news stories and all that kind of good stuff, guys. Thank you for being here, supporting the content as always. It's great to have you guys here. If you do want to come over to the Discord for the next, you know, 10 or 15 minutes and have a chat on Discord, if that's something you guys want to do come over to the Discord chat. I'll be over there for the next half an hour or so. If you guys want to chat and hang out and, you know, talk about whatever you want to talk about, you know, do feel free to come over to the Discord chat. And like I say, I'll be there if you guys want to talk about anything. And yeah, again, thanks so much for being here. And I will see you guys either Friday or Saturday for the next stream. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Friday yet, or maybe just Saturday and Sunday. I will let you guys know as soon as possible. You'll see like a countdown on the channel as always to the next stream. It will probably be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but that may change. It may just be Saturday, Sunday. But again, it's been great to have you here. I will see you guys in the very next stream.